What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Remen, aka Allfires. Now, obviously, Peter Parker's situation in the MCU has changed quite a bit since the Infinity Saga. Not only has he been returned to anonymous status where nobody knows he's Spider-Man, nobody remembers Peter Parker at all. He's cut off from his closest friends, presumably lost the only family he had left with Aunt May, and no longer has the benefactor and or mentor of Tony Stark or connection to the Avengers. Now, obviously, this was done with specific intent to sort of craft Spider-Man 4 and reinvent the character for a new franchise. But there's one thing that hasn't changed, and that's the agreement between Marvel and Sony to always connect Spider-Man to the greater MCU by including one huge Avenger in every film, and we've seen that through the first 3 movies where Tony Stark, Nick Fury, and finally Doctor Strange played that role. Well, now we have a huge industry insider update coming from the most trusted of sources talking about 2 major roles, one for Daredevil and one for Ant-Man. And while I think there is a lot here to explore, I also think this may have more to do with Sony's plan for what they want to see out of this film than maybe the MCU's original intent. We're going to go over the scoop, where it came from, what they exactly said about these characters, and how I think this really fits into Sony's plan more than the MCU's. We're breaking it all down, major cameos for Spider-Man 4, but first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews, to the occasional industry insider report, and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the sub button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. The next one is right around the corner with the finale of What If, and then one right after that for Echo. Again, all you gotta do be a sub, leave a comment on this video if you want, stick around to the end of the video, we get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so this latest update comes to us via industry insider Daniel Rickman. You can follow him over on Twitter at RPK News. He's a great follow and has a great track record when it comes to Marvel scoops. Yesterday, via his Patreon, he released this quote: "I can confirm Daredevil is in the current draft for Spider-Man 4 with a sizable role. But like every Spider-Man movie in the MCU, they are also trying to get another big Marvel character to be in it, as in the Iron Man, Nick Fury, Doctor Strange of this one. The idea right now is to use Ant-Man." Now, as I mentioned during the prologue, one of these cameos seems to make a lot of sense and be right in line with what the MCU is trying to do. The other seems to be much more in line with what Sony wants to do, and let me explain. Now, obviously, the inclusion of Daredevil is no surprise. That's why we saw a Matt Murdock cameo during Spider-Man No Way Home, and obviously they're going to have a relationship in the future of the MCU, even though for now, Matt Murdock has forgotten who Peter Parker is. That being said, I would never compare the power sets of Daredevil and Spider-Man. Spider-Man is infinitely stronger in almost on every axis, but he doesn't have lasers, he doesn't fly, so insulating him from the Avengers and other characters like that does put him much more in line with Daredevil's power set and to be a street-level hero in fighting against Kingpin, which sort of looks like where this is all going. That being said, it's been very clear that the MCU's MO, and since day one, is simply to put Charlie Cox's Matt Murdock in everything. That's why we saw him during She-Hulk twice, that's why we saw him in No Way Home, we just saw him in the trailer for Echo, and by the time his Disney Plus show is up and run its course on Disney Plus, he will have had more episodes than everybody, including Loki. That, including his cameos, all the dialogue and screen time that he's racked up in Phase 4 and Phase 5, will make him one of the most prominent, if not the most prominent, new introduction of this saga. So when we hear rumors about Kevin Feige wanting to involve him in the Avengers, yeah, there's no question of that, but I think it's pretty clear from what we can see, rumors aside, that they are prioritizing the spotlight on that character, and so hearing that he may have a major role in Spider-Man 4 has probably always been a shoo-in, especially again considering how they've repositioned Peter Parker without having Stark Tech, unlimited money, unlimited resources, etc. However, when you include Ant-Man, it's undeniable that every Ant-Man movie we've seen has always had to do with the quantum realm, and in fact, they even used that exact same device as the fixer for Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. So when you start talking about Ant-Man in the context of Spider-Man 4, it sounds like basically the antithesis of what they've done with Peter Parker. That's not resetting him to street-level hero, that's involving him in the same multiversal hijinks. Let's just put it this way, it's very rare that Spider-Man went to space, but that's one of the first things he did in the MCU. And now you're going to have Spider-Man 4 where you've apparently reset the character to street-level hero, and all of a sudden Ant-Man's involved with the multiverse. But the reason that Sony would specifically want that are the rumors we're hearing they want to use Spider-Man 4 to make a bridge to everything they're doing to build out their Spider-Verse. I know there have been rumors, we've covered them here at the channel, of Sony's ultimate plan being Spider-Geddon, and as I've said, if they keep having a couple more Morbiuses, if Kraven comes out, Venom 3 comes out, if this new Madam Web comes out, and they all flat bomb, it doesn't matter what their ultimate plan is for Spider-Geddon. We'll be too far away from that for them to ever make it. And of course, the newest rumors have said they are looking to do a full crossover Sinister Six, but I don't think this is the movie that you would do that in. From the MCU's point of view, it's pretty clear that they want to do a crossover with Daredevil and then team them up against Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin. And of course, I've seen him quote, "Spider-Man, I'm coming for you." But if Sony has completely different plans and they also want to do their Sinister Six and connect to whatever's going on with Madam Web, then I could see the MCU and Sony being at odds with what they want to do with that story, and then Spider-Man 4 ultimately suffering because it needs to be a vehicle basically to serve all the other purposes except for telling Spider-Man's story. So look, Daredevil and Spider-Man, give me as much of that as you can. I absolutely love that idea. I want to see that play out, and so I'm glad to hear that Daniel RPK says that Charlie Cox is going to have a sizable role as Daredevil. Ant-Man, though, as the option for a big Avenger to cross over, and maybe it's slim pickings, and maybe he's one of the only ones that makes sense. And I know some of you are going to instantly bring up that no one remembers who Spider-Man is, but remember, they know there's a Spider-Man, they just don't remember Peter Parker. That's what was at the crux of that final spell. So Ant-Man will know there's a Spider-Man. We know that from the Ant-Man movie when someone called him Spider-Man. There's still an easy way they could cross over, and of course, as soon as you involve Ant-Man, Pym particles, the quantum realm comes to the forefront, and that might have something to do with the multiversal element of this movie that Sony's looking to work in so that they can sort of canonize everything they've got going on, Kraven, Madam Web, Sinister Six, etc. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below, how you feel about it, and what you'd like to see. I am all ears as always. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. Also, want to give a huge shout out to my buddy and world-renowned drummer, KJ Sawka. Guys, if you're a producer or you make music, demos, etc., good drums are the cornerstone of that. This is not a paid promotion. This is me just letting you know that for a limited time, I think it's going to actually end by tomorrow, he's put his entire Basement Recordings Volume 1 on sale for free. $0. All you have to do is follow this link and go download them. That is it. He's literally giving it away, I think, for the next 24 hours or so. So follow the link. I'll have it pinned down in the description. And again, if you make demos, if you're a producer, good drums are hard to find, and these good drums are absolutely free. So follow the link, and huge shout out to my buddy KJ for giving away his Basement Recording Volume 1 drum library. Okay, we are still giving away PlayStation 5s at the channel. We're giving away one at the end of the month for the What If finale, and then one right behind that for the Echo series. If you want to be entered to win, super simple, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button because you need to be a subscriber, then leave a comment down below. Because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, the same way we're doing here. Best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on, and as always, if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. Find me over on Instagram and Twitter at AntFires. Find me on all platforms with original music under the name All Fires. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.